Hey guys, I first want to start off by saying thank you so much for your support on my previous K-pop list video. It's quickly soared to number 4 of my most watched. Keeping in a similar vein, today I'm going to be talking about what I want/need from 2025 K-pop. I have a list of mostly active K-pop groups and soloists, only female, that I enjoy or have listened to, and I'm going to go one by one and talk about what I hope, want, or expect from them this year, if anything at all. This is all my personal opinion based on what I've seen and heard. Could there be misinformation here? Probably, but we can discuss that after. So without any further ado, let's go. Ablume. Starting off controversial. Ablume is a pre-debut group comprised of the former 50/50 members. Even though I never reacted to them, I still enjoyed the members and their music. I hope they have a smooth debut and can keep giving us good music. Aespa. My thoughts on recent Aespa have been mixed. I like some of their songs, but I also really disliked some of their B-sides. I hope this year we get a solid body of work from them in the form of a mini, and if we get 2, great, though I don't think so because I believe they're on tour right now. Apink. With only one release in 2024, I'm really hoping they come back with a mini. I love the girls and their music so much, especially their horn album, but I don't expect anything maybe until the second half of the year. Artms. While I was never a fan of Luna, I have truly warmed up to the members and the post-Luna groups. I've only heard Virtual Angel and I really liked it. I'm unsure if they're gearing up for a comeback, but I'm excited to see what's next. BABYMONSTER. Fresh off the release of their first studio album, I hope this year brings at least a mini filled with catchy songs and a more refreshing sound. Maybe a summer comeback? Who knows? Bad Villain. While I've never heard a full song of theirs, they're constantly on my For You page and in recommended. I don't really know anything about them other than they're under BPM, but whatever their next release is, I'll definitely tune in. BB Girls. After a long time waiting, they finally came back with Love 2. I haven't heard it yet, but I'm kind of scared for their future. I hope they release at least another single this year, but I wouldn't hold my breath. Blackpink. I believe YG said that they're gearing up for a group comeback sometime in the first half of the year, which is sooner than I thought. Hopefully it's a mini, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's just 1 or 2 songs. Lisa. I believe she's supposed to make a comeback with her first studio album in the upcoming months, so I'll be on the lookout to react to that. I don't really have any expectations for it since I've been let down by her most recent release. Jennie. I'm unaware if she's planning on releasing more music this year, but I'll definitely be checking it out if she does. Mantra was very good, so I have pretty high hopes. Okay, so literally as I was recording this, she announced Ruby, her first studio album with features from Dua Lipa, Kali Uchis, etc. This is definitely the Blackpink girls' year. Rosé. Miss Chart Topper is still killing it with her first studio album, so I wouldn't expect new music from her anytime soon. But just like Jennie and Lisa, I'll be on the lookout if she does. Jisoo. A bit of a surprise for me. She's supposedly making her first comeback. Flower and All Eyes on Me were serviceable songs, so if she stays in the realm of pretty girl songs, I'll definitely be into it. BoA. Mother! I need her to release a full length for her 25-year anniversary. It's what she and we deserve. Candy Shop. While I've only heard a few of their songs, they've all been hits. Brave Brothers unfortunately know how to make a tune, but also unfortunately know how to stifle a group's success. Chaeyeon. Like a lot of people on this list, I've never reacted to her on the channel, but I really enjoyed her last mini album, Showdown. Whatever she releases, I'll be sure to listen. Chungha. Also Mother. She's been giving us cute singles for a while, so this year I really hope she's able to give us Bare and Rare Part 2, but if that's not possible, a new mini album would be great. So while I was editing this, she announced that she's giving us a mini album titled Alivio, which is a relief. It's coming February 12th, so I'm very, very excited to see what's on it. Chuu. Packing that heat, packing that heat, packing that pew pew pew. I've enjoyed all the songs I've heard from her so far, so if she keeps going in that direction, I'll definitely be listening. Classy. Yet another group that I haven't reacted to on the channel. But their latest release, Psycho and Beautiful, along with the B-side Love Game, were really good. So I hope they release more music in that style this year, and I'll definitely be listening. CLC. I know they won't come back this year. I can still hope though. Dreamcatcher. Keep serving, girls. Justice was very good. I keep catching myself singing the chorus at random times. Dream Note. While I didn't hear Joyful Green, I love their other music. Not Lemonade though. Hopefully they can release another single this year. L's Up. Yo, what happened to my girls? I thought they had like a 3-album deal. Maybe one of them can be released this year? I don't know. Kwon Eunbi. Sabotage didn't really do anything for me, neither did the B-sides. Hopefully her next releases can pull me back in. Easy Dance was great though. 50/50. My main gripe with this group is that they should have debuted under a different name. Having only one member of the original lineup makes it a little weird when they perform the original lineup's hits. And knowing that the member that remains didn't really have that many lines in the original run of songs is also not helping. From It's 9. I know they're gone, but I wish they could re-debut under a different company or do something. I'll probably still listen to the single on the channel even though it was released back in the end of December. GFRIEND. They're back! I know, it's only for their anniversary, but I really hope they take their Asia tour and bring it over to North America. I will fly literally wherever I have to see them. I'm not going to elaborate much on the member solos, but I hope everyone's able to have a comeback at the end of this year, unless that means no tour, in which case, scratch the comebacks. (G)I-DLE. I liked Klaxon and their previous releases, but I think they're currently focused on more individual activities at this moment, like Minnie making her solo debut with her first mini album. If that's something that you guys would be interested in me reacting, let me know in the comments. Got the beat. Their mini album was great. I wish they kept up with releases, but I obviously understand why they can't. Hyolyn. I need Mother to have another mini. She literally ate so much with weight. Illit. Some more controversy. While the only songs I've heard are Magnetic and Tic Tac, I can't seem to escape their controversy. I'm not qualified to speak on the accusations or the lawsuits, but I can definitely see both sides. They're not really on my radar because of how polarizing they are though. ITZY! Sorry, I was possessed by Chaeyeon. I hope they can have a successful follow-up where JYP actually listens to what fans want. But I don't think we're getting a comeback until the later half of the year. YEJI. So JYP has confirmed that YEJI is gearing up for her solo debut. To say I'm excited is an understatement. However, I'm cautiously optimistic. Jihyun's was great, but Chuu's was a miss for me. Nayeon's debut was half and half. So if she can do something more similar to Nayeon's comeback, or something more similar to her solo song, maybe it'll be a hit for me, but we'll have to see. ITZY. They're gearing up for a comeback, I believe. I'll probably do a massive reaction of everything I've missed since I haven't really been keeping up. Jessica. I hope she releases something, but I don't think so. KATSEYE. I hope they release another mini, and I also hope it's better. Sorry. Kep1er. With everything happening with Shouting, I hope they're able to have a comeback. I wish Mashiro and Yeso were still here, but what can you do? Kiss of Life. Give us Kant! Please give us the first full length. In all seriousness, 2024 was such a big year for my girls. I'm so excited to see what this year has in store for them, even though I'm a little nervous since their creative director quit to go to a boy group. SSERAFIM. Continuing on with controversy. I hope that this year we get a comeback in a similar vein of crazy. They really pulled off that more club type music. Diving a little bit deeper into that controversy, that one live performance they did has sort of shifted the narrative, and I haven't seen as much backlash on my feed. So I hope they keep training and keep growing this year. Lightsum. The Forgotten Child. I've never reacted to them on the channel since I've never actually been interested. But their most recent release, Pose, is something I've been listening to a fair bit. I also like Honey or Spice and Whoopi. Hopefully, Cube lets them out of the dungeon for a comeback. Mamamoo. My queens! I need a full group comeback. It hurts to see them so apart. I like some of the songs we've gotten from Mamamoo Plus, but I need to hear them together again. Solar. She released a mini album last year, so I'm not really expecting much other than maybe a few singles or OSTs, since she was heavily focused on musical theater. Moonbyul. She released her first studio album and repackaged it last year, so I also don't expect much music either. Maybe a single, or if we're lucky, a mini at the end of the year. Hwasa. She is in her droplet era right now and she's killing it, but I need more. I hope we get a mini album this year because her first studio album was so good. Hwasa. She also released a mini album last year and she's going on tour, so I don't expect much music from her. Maybe we'll get a song in the later half of the year, but it's P Nation, so who knows. Naevis. So apparently she's coming back with a mini album. Okay. New Jeans. I won't say much because, again, I'm uneducated, but I hope that whatever's going on gets resolved. If that's leaving a door or staying in Hive, I hope for a bright future for the girls. Their most recent releases haven't really been my favorite, so I can't really speak on that. The whole situation as a whole has kind of turned me off from them, I'm not gonna lie. NMIXX. I need a studio album with proper promotion. Last year, they came back with 2 minis, but I didn't hear a thing about the second one and I found out when it came on shuffle. These girls are super talented, and I think it's time they get a studio album to show off their great range and versatility. Oh my girl. I've had the intention to react to them since they released Real Love, but I've never really gotten around to it. With the release of Dreamy Resonance, my interest in the group was reignited. If they follow the same pattern, we should get a mini at some point this year. Purple Kiss. I'm bloody top. I go back and forth on them. They'll release a song I love and then one that just seems weird and out of nowhere for me. I've avoided reacting to them because of how inconsistent my feelings for them have been. Red Velvet. My girls. If things go right, we should get a mini. But the controversy of SM Town Live and Wendy sitting it out kind of has me a little bit nervous, not gonna lie. Seulgi. I heard she's coming back with her second mini album in the first quarter of the year. I hope it's a hit, and I also hope it's properly promoted. Joy. I'm unsure as to their plans for her this year, but if she gets a second mini, I would also be very excited. Wendy. I'm still unsure if she's resigned with SM. If she has, I doubt she'll have a comeback this year, but if she leaves, which I hope not, maybe she'll get that studio album elsewhere. Yeri. I don't know if SM just doesn't like her, or maybe she doesn't want a solo project, but I remember hearing somewhere that she had to fight to release some of her songs, so I don't know. Maybe she'll debut, maybe she won't, we'll see. Irene. She just had a mini album, so I'm not expecting much. Rescene. Not many thoughts. They've got some songs I really do enjoy. Hopefully, this year keeps up their momentum. Somi. I need something better than Ice Cream Girl. The Black label needs to let her out of the dungeon. Please, I'm begging y'all. STAYC. I read that they're supposed to have a comeback in February with a mini and also embark on a second world tour. I'm so excited for the direction they're headed in sonically. Hopefully I can manage to see them live this time. Summer Cake. My Nugu queen. I've loved all of her releases up until I Got You. Keep making music, girl. But where's the mini album though? Taeyeon. Like Wendy, I'm unsure if she's going to continue with the company following recent vocal dissatisfaction. However, I hope we get another mini. And if I'm greedy, a studio album because her voice needs to continue to be heard. Twice. My girls ended the year off in a bang. Their last mini was so good, I need them to drop another one. Or maybe a studio album. However, if the potential tour makes this not possible, I will gladly wait. Naeun. I don't think she's getting a comeback this year, but if she does, I will be streaming. Junghyun. I've seen people say that she doesn't want a solo yet. I'll keep hoping though. Mamamoo. If we get a third mini album this year, my year would be made. They just don't miss. Jihyo. I also doubt she would make a comeback this year, but I think it's more likely than Naeon. So if she releases something, I hope it's just as good as her debut. Chaeyeon. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I hope she gets a solo debut. I don't know if she doesn't want one or if it just hasn't been offered to her, but I think she'd do really good. Taeyeon and Chuu. I don't think Chuu will have a comeback this year, and I don't think Taeyeon is interested in debuting. Vicha. Given KG's current legal battle, I don't believe we'll hear from them anytime soon. I just hope everything can get resolved and that they're able to be freed. Vivis. I love them so much. I hope they have a comeback with the studio album, but if the hypothetical GFRIEND tour halts that, I'm more than happy to wait. Weekly. I constantly forget they release music. Maybe with better promo they can thrive again, but I'm not really sure if that's possible at this point. However, I am a Vanpara sympathizer. WJSN. Okay, I miss my girls so much. It's been way too long since we've had a group or subunit comeback. I believe Luda and Daewon are still a part of the group even if they're excluded from official photos. I'm not expecting anything from them until next year for their 10th anniversary, if we get anything. Sola. I would love it if she had a comeback because her debut single was really good, as well as both of her B-sides. I wouldn't hold out hope though because it's Starship. Youngjung. Similar to Chaeyeon, I don't know if the opportunity hasn't been presented to her, but I wish she could debut as a soloist. Her powerful vocals would kill, but I do believe she is focusing on musical theater right now, and in the past I would have campaigned for a vocal subunit with Daewon and maybe Subin, but I don't think that'll happen. EXI. Like Youngjung, I don't know if it hasn't been offered, but I wish she was able to release some songs as a soloist. She's worked on a few songs for IVE and other artists, so I'm kinda curious to see what music she'd release for herself. And if she's mainly self-sufficient, Starship is literally throwing away money by not letting her release music. Taeyeon. Last selfish ask, I also want her to debut. I believe she's pretty popular in Korea, especially with brands. I feel like she would do great with like a brighter concept or maybe something like Red Velvet, where she could have a more sensual and a more bright side. However, I'm not sure she wants to or can go solo. WJSN The Black and WJSN Chocomi. For Chocomi, I'm aware Luda's contract termination and Yeorum's activities with Elza probably destroyed any possibility of getting another comeback. However, The Black still has all its members under the label, so unless Bona's busy with acting, I don't see why they couldn't have a comeback. XG. Lastly, we have XG. I've never reacted to them, but I do believe that I might like some of their music. I am aware I fall in the minority of enjoying their more sung music versus their raps, but that's just me. Wrapping everything up with some final thoughts, I hope the trend moves back to longer songs, longer than 3 minutes. I hope they include actual bridges too. I wish more groups release studio albums or longer bodies of work, because what am I supposed to do with a mini album, quote unquote, that's 15 minutes? I'm looking at you, SSERAFIM. Regardless, I hope this year is jam-packed with tours, activities, and good music for everyone, regardless of the artist that you listen to. That brings us to the end of this video. Thank you guys so very much for listening to me rant and ramble for about like 20 minutes. If there's any specific artists or projects that you'd like me to react to, let me know in the comments down below. And also, if there are any specific topics that you'd like me to cover in this sort of newer voiceover style of video, also feel free to leave those in the comments. And so, yeah, remember that I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys hopefully very, very soon. Bye!